Today I'm going to talk about a topic that I don't know how many people have heard of, but it's something that I read about a few years ago and studied in a study group. It's called the love body. And, many people today I think are pretty aware and familiar of Eckhart Tolle's work, The Power of Now, and it talks about the emotional pain body. Well, the emotional pain body is something that is like a body of energy within your being that is always nagging at you, is always trying to pull you into its vibrational frequency. And I may not fully agree with Eckhart's philosophies on what the emotional pain body is, but I do agree in many ways that it is something that can be very sinister in a sense if it's not heard. It's something that in one's being always wants you to pay attention to it. It is nagging. It is always wishing for you to kind of get drawn into it. And, some could say cosmic mastery is rising above the emotional pain body and rising above the depression we might be going through. There is that perspective, and then there's also the perspective to dip right into it, and dip right into that pain and go into it. So I see it both ways. I'm still debating on which is more conscious, I guess. But then comes what I mentioned first off is the love body. We spend so much time as humans in drama and trauma that we are building up this huge emotional pain body around our system, within ourselves, that we could create a living hell for ourselves if we're not careful, instead of creating a living heaven for ourselves. We put so much energy into negativity when we go to work, when, technology doesn't function right. That's a big one for me. Just little things, our frustrations with one another, with ourselves. We put so much energy and time and effort into trying to just control everything, and instead of just letting go and, letting ourselves be free, be truly free within our own being, to be expressive, that things may not be going the way we necessarily wish for them to be going, but it's okay. Things always get better in time. And the greatest thing I think we can do is laugh. Laugh at what we think is such a big deal. Granted, there are some things that are big deals, big lessons to learn, and heartache and trauma in life. But regardless, when you reach the vibration of celebration and you decide to build yourself a love body, or you could even call it an emotional love body, it starts to soak up that emotional pain body and all the traumas you've been through. And it's not that those things don't matter. I'm always speaking to the inner child. It's okay to feel the pain you feel. By all means, it's okay to dive right into it. But at the same time, you can also learn to kind of just absorb the vibration of love and feel that, overcoming what you're going through, and feel yourself being comforted as a child that you are. I believe we are all children at heart, and just truly want to play and enjoy our lives. So when we build up the emotional love body, I personally believe that there are things we can do, exercises we can take to build up this body of information, this body of restoration that will conquer the lowlier vibrations that we feel around us from others or from ourselves, from experiences, etc. So to keep building up and focusing on the positivity, as cliche as I'm sure it sounds, to really just focus on what makes you happy and not let people get to you so easily, I think is very important. It's something, I learn every day. Sometimes I take something so seriously, and what can I do but laugh? I have to laugh at it because it's not the end of the world, no matter how much it seems like it is. Like if I lose someone in my life, the different tragedies that happen from time to time, moving from location to location. I'm someone who I tend to enjoy traveling, It can be hard at times adjusting to new atmosphere, new environment, new principalities, similar but always a little different in a new place. And it can be stressful, to the body, to one's being. But all in all, it's okay. I'm gonna be okay. And if you tell the body that, it's okay. We're going through a big transition right now. And if we can just tell ourselves, we are okay. Like, that's what I think everybody wants to hear. It's okay. Everyone just wants someone to tell them outside of them instead of within, you're going to be all right. So, it always can help from the external to hear that you're going to be okay and others see your perspective that everything's going to be fine. But for you to teach yourself that from the inside, building up that love, building up the strength and endurance and courage to carry on within the love body, I think is a priceless experience. That's all for now. Take care.